Продолжаем. Я уже соскучился по игре на самом деле. Что, нас освободили ведьму? Сейчас на суд вроде как идем. И по дороге нужно побочки все сдать. И управление вспомнить. Вообще все забыл. На что блок? Так, это нам не нужно. Ага. Что-то какая-то она бесполезная. Не тупо не дают скастовать. Ладно. Сейчас все будет в кнопке, просто пока искал. А, еще смазка нужна. По-моему, он вообще ничего не делает. А, надо это хотя бы фигачить, окей. Ну, она лучше лучника, как минимум. Да, прям сразу графон в глаза после Соника. То, что враги лисаются, это очень сильно облегчает, конечно, игру. Если будешь вдруг недофармленный, на любом этапе игры можно просто фармить, перезагружая локации. И при желании можно вообще все ветки вкачать. А вот это хорошая вещь. Ну, опять же, нужно, чтобы она все заклинания использовала, нужно на себя врагов агрить. Ну да, они еще плюются часто. Теперь типа показано играть JRPG-шки. Так, это она меня хилит? А, у меня способность, которая после убийства, да. Точно. Так, немножко обсудили. И не только Соника. Вообще в хороших JRPG-шках от начала до конца фарм не требуется, если ты просто сюжетку проходишь. Без всяких побочек. Я имею в виду в плане побочек, не просто побочек, а побочек именно таких, челленджевых. Ну, типа в Японии в финалках. Так-то побочки обычно наоборот помогают сюжетке. Дополнительная прокачка.
Is it true you killed the beast?
Is it true that you quit the booze?
What? Ah, that's a load of bollocks.
I thought so. But I did kill the beast.
Right. Okay then. You and me, we got off on the wrong foot. We owe you one. That's a man's job you done.
I found your soldiers' bodies.
They were my best. I mean, it's sad. So, did you bring back their weapons? I know it's not pretty, but we need them bad.
Вот я говорил, что мне хотелось бы поиграть в РПГ «Мужик с мечом». И боец заказал эту игру. И казалось бы, она должна меня удовлетворить на какое-то время. Но в итоге я сейчас в нее играю, и мне еще больше захотелось поиграть в Готику. Или в Ризаны.
Yeah, I brought you back their stuff. I just hope it helps the survivors.
Oh, I suppose it's better than nothing. I know I said I wasn't gonna pay you, but those lads won't be collecting their pay, so...
Ничего, секира выйдет, может быть, желание отпадет.
I'm going.
Штурмовика. Но если я их надену, я буду промахиваться. Но это не критично. Что-то я на тройку копил. Надо бы вспомнить, что. Может, я и здоровье и хотел взять. Кстати. Вот, берем ремесленника. А здесь не скоро. На остальном вроде здесь ничего полезного нет. Разве что цены. Вот я из-за геймплея не смог как раз таки в этот рим играть. Уж слишком он там пососный. Может, когда доберусь, когда играть будет не во что. А, это мечи. А мне топоры надо. Да, потом топоры возьмем. А потом уже здоровье. Так, погоди. Я же хотел изначально глянуть вот это. Вспомни бы, кто это еще такой. Почему на карте только один квест из этих отображается? Из побочек.
I'd rather stay here if you don't mind.
Why? You're not planning to give me the slip by any chance, are you?
I don't like the idea of getting locked up by the Red Scribes again. It might provoke me into a loss of my legendary restraint. And I'm sure that you don't want to have to scrape another one of your employers up off the ground.
Well, it's true that I prefer they remain in one piece. All right, fine. You can stay here. But if you get it in your head to run away, I will find you. And you won't like it when I do.
I'm trembling, but yes, I'll wait here.
Да блин. Не хотелось сюжет.
Found it and killed it. But don't hold your breath waiting for its fur for next winter. Because I didn't bring it back for you.
Excellent news. I knew the village could count on you.
Actually, not so excellent. Aeolus is dead.
Dead? But no, that's not possible. Are you sure?
When it doesn't move and it doesn't breathe, and it looks at you with an even stupider gaze than one of your guards, that generally means it's dead, yeah.
I demand that you show some respect. The Red Scribes are a precious help to us here. Aeolus was a useful man, a good man, and he was under your care.
A precious help, huh? You know the beast didn't get there by accident, right? Your precious friends put it there to guard a woman they've been secretly holding prisoner for weeks.
A woman? In the middle of the swamp? That is unusual. But why would the scribes choose to do such a thing?
Other than the fact that they're walking libraries, we know nothing about their sect. Nobody's got any idea what they're capable of. But everybody keeps their mouths shut. Because they can do a few tricks. And we never had better doctors. Aeolus was even ready to kill his own daughter to cover up his secrets.
What nonsense is this? How can you make such ridiculous accusations? Am I to understand he died at your hands?
He turned up all alone at the place where I fought the beast. No guide, no escort. He knew the way. And after coming after Sybil, he tried to kill his captive to shut her up. There was a fight, and he didn't survive.
What madness. What do you know of this prisoner? If Aeolus held her captive, she must have been dangerous.
Между двумя стульями выбираем.
She doesn't talk much, but something tells me she knows more than she's letting on about the Ice Lords.
I don't like this. You realize you may have set a wolf among the sheep.
Or maybe someone who could be useful in our fight with the Deadwalkers?
Well then, you must find out immediately. As of now, she is your responsibility. I should deliver her to the Red Scribes without any further ado, yet, after what you have told me, I no longer know what to think. She will be given a fair hearing. Until that time, she never leaves your presence. If there is the least incident, I promise you, you shall answer for it. And there is no prison here, in case you had not noticed.
Okay, sounds fair to me.
However low your opinion was of Aeolus, his death is a great loss for Valbanar. He was meant to be looking into a most disturbing matter.
All right, I can see where this is headed. What do you want?
There is no guarantee that you have the necessary skills to handle this matter, Freeborn Blade. Even Mirana is flummoxed.
What is it? An epidemic?
That's exactly what I'd like to know. Several of the villagers have been behaving curiously of late. They have become distant, taciturn, and barely react to the world around them.
They're just hungover. You'd know if you got drunk more often. And you look like you need to.
I believe there are a few here who would know the difference. It's something else. They seem very concentrated, as though they are observing us. I feared some kind of sickness and that it will spread throughout the village.
Got it. I'll slap him around a little. That should wake him up.
My goodness. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but I must confess the results interest me more than the methods.
Well, that's gonna be my method. So let's leave it at that if you don't mind. I'm not helping you because you made puppy eyes at the captain.
Знаете, побольше жителей деревни, которые идут все странно. Так вот. А, так вот тут два квеста как раз.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
So, how's it going with the cure to wake up the prince?
Unfortunately, no. Without the poison I told you about, I can't make it.
I brought you some.
Excellent. Just give me some time to prepare the cure and administer it to him.
It doesn't seem to be working. I was wondering too.
Так ты никуда не ходил, ты стоял на месте. Что ты мне рассказываешь, дичь
A
какую-то?
lot you know. Lots of cures are made from poisons. But I have to admit that for the moment, he's not responding to the treatment.
Shit. All that for nothing. Well, we tried. I gotta go.
Мне кажется, он ее тупо отравил этим яром до конца, чтобы не мучился.
Leave me, Vulcan. I don't want to talk right now.
I'm sorry about your dad. She took me by surprise. I didn't have time to protect him.
Even though I wish you could have saved him, it's not your fault. It's that witch.
Yeah, but it is understandable that she'd be mad at your father.
Whatever he did to her, he didn't deserve to die like that. She's a murderer, a monster.
A monster that maybe just saved your life.
Perhaps. But why did my father have her imprisoned? Did he know she would try to kill him?
He had us to protect him.
Конечно, она
And if he
тупая.
hadn't shown up in the middle of the swamp, he'd still be alive. It just doesn't make sense. We have to find out what he was doing. He must have been up to something, because he didn't talk to anyone about it. Not even the people who were supposed to be taking care of him.
What are you accusing him of?
Nothing, really. I'm just asking questions. But I'm gonna need your help to find the answers.
I will help you. I need to know what happened as much as you.
See you later.
Я думал, она нас покинула навсегда, из-за того, что ведьме помог.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
I have some questions. Did you know about Edwin?
Are you asking if I helped ALS? No, not voluntarily at any rate. Our late Grand Master asked me to carry out a medical examination of the woman while she was still our guest. Of course, he wanted me to be discreet, so I couldn't really examine her.
What did you learn?
Apart from the fact that your friend looks like a woman, human and in perfect health, nothing.
So, everything's normal?
Apparently, but as I said, I wasn't allowed to examine her. Everything looks normal, which isn't exactly the same thing. To get back to your initial question, the only part I played in the story was to give our Grand Master a powerful soporific. He must have used it to capture her, but believe me, I had absolutely no idea who the victim was going to be.
Do you have any idea about what's happening to me?
I'm afraid I may not be able to help you. Your condition is more due to magic than medicine. Your symptoms remind me of certain mental illnesses, where the subject has the impression he hears voices in his head.
And do these nutcases throw fire and have eyes burning from within too?
You'd be surprised at what they can do. But obviously you're not like them. That being the case, if you study them, you might find some answers. In particular, I'm thinking of the fact that most of these poor madmen end up giving free rein to the darkest side of their personalities. Make sure that doesn't happen to you.
Can I have a look at your stock?
И меч достает. В смысле топор.
Tell me, is it true that you're the demolitions man for the Freeborn Blades?
That's right.
You know, while I can't really do any big explosions, I do know how to make a few traps. And I've actually been working on a new one. But I'm in the dark on a few little details.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, that might sound a little twisted. Using sharp pieces of scrap metal, such as nails or small blades.
That's not a bad idea. The basic idea is fine, but there's a good chance we won't find the stuff we need around here. But we could replace the tar with...
And do you think we'll get similar results with these new materials?
Maybe even better. A little
Мне почему-то кажется,
messy, but
что
effective.
в Марте похожие квесты с ловушками
I'll give
были.
you a list of the stuff we need. I'll let you go out and find it all. We'll meet back up in a few hours and assemble it, okay?
Perfect.
В смысле, отправьте.
I'm still missing a few things I need for these traps. Next time I'll try to figure out a recipe that's simpler.
Don't take too long. We're gonna need you here.
I'm still missing a few things.
Don't take too long.
Ну, видимо, он сам уйдет. И вернется потом. Где кузнеца искать? Или он потом по сюжетке появится? И мне с торговцем тем поговорить нужно. Или что-то купить у него. Непонятно. Типа, единственный чувак, который похож на кузнеца, это вот этот.
returned. What is your desire?
А, во.
Get that forge cooking. We've got work to do. I don't want to see so much as a dent in the guard's armor. And we need some weapons with edges that will actually cut something.
I don't even have enough materials to forge a single sword worthy of the name. Sorry, but if what you want were possible, it would have been done long ago. What's more, I'm not really a blacksmith. If you want an assembly line of weapons, I wouldn't count too much on me.
So, all I need to do is to find another blacksmith.
Ha! Good luck with that. If they were as common as that, Valvanor would have had its own long ago, and I could happily return to creating my statues.
I'll be back.
That's an excellent...
То есть вне деревни, что ли? Ты что ли? Какой-то бомж, а не кузнец.
I should warn you. You try to rip me off, I'll rip pieces off of you.
No. I would never do that.
Seeing as how you're pretty resourceful, I figured you know everybody around here. Is there a blacksmith around somewhere?
Yes, there is one. Me.
I should have known. Another faker?
Not at all. Listen. I understand you might think I'm some kind of
Логично, как по-английски кузнец.
Before being an outcast starving in the worst hole in the swamp, I was a blacksmith. The problem is that I don't have any
Blacksmith,
forge or
как он сказал.
Otherwise, believe me, I wouldn't be
Что
out
все
here
логично.
Why not use the village forge?
I tried that, but that idiot, the so-called artist that works there, almost took my head off and started throwing everything that wasn't nailed down at me. No, what I really need to work right is my equipment, my forge cart.
And where is your cart?
At the other end of the swamp, unfortunately. Here, look.
Ну, хоть на карте
I'll show you on
отметил.
your map.
If I get it back for you, you'll have to help me fix up the guard's equipment. Agreed?
Agreed. On one condition, of course. That you also get me some supplies. Let's see. There aren't that many guards, so about 10 pieces of raw metal, 10 good leather hides, and 10 pieces of refined metal should do the trick.
Well, I hope that means our guards will be well equipped.
Если оно будет того стоить. Ну, как минимум опыт в любом случае. Стопе. А почему это автоматически за мной не пошло? Где мне теперь искать ее?
As I understand it, some people are behaving even more stupidly than they normally do.
That's right. They asked me to check it out.
Perfect. I'll come along with you.
Hang on. What's your interest in all of this? Is there something you're not telling me? What are you trying to prove by coming with me?
How perceptive, how brilliant.
Whatever. Just tell me what you know or think you know about all this.
All right, but keep it to yourself for the moment. We don't want to start a panic, at least not until we're completely sure of ourselves. It seems to me that I recognize these symptoms, and if I am right, these people are possessed.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm not yet certain. We absolutely must inspect and investigate further in order to be sure. But I think the Dead Walker army is behind all of this.
All right, let's go.
Ой, сюжетка тут в ту сторону и мейн-квест. В смысле, дополнительный квест. С тобой мы пока говорить не будем. Ну, недалеко. Хорошо. Кстати, здесь враги не риснулись. Возможно, потому что утро. Какая-то нестыковочка на карте. Надо в обход схожу. Чё?
Hey, that's my cart, damn it! That's my cart!
It was a pain in the ass getting it here from the middle of the swamp, so I strongly suggest you fix the fucking forge.
Don't worry about it. You won't regret it. I have to fix it and clean it up a bit. But there'll soon be a second forge in the village. Thanks.
Так, здесь мы что ждем? На следующем уровне тата качаем. Потом по хпшке пройдемся. И в принципе, вся эта ветка будет вкачана, можно на магию переходить. Или на стелс. Так, здесь я хотел палача.
Greetings, Vulcan.
I found some of the supplies you need to improve the guard's equipment.
Excellent. I have everything I need. I'll finally be able to make some decent equipment.
I'll tell the guard leader. He'll be glad to hear that. I'm leaving.
Все, ты, кузнец, уволен. Точнее, ты не кузнец, ты сам признался. Кстати, по-моему, что-то похожее было либо в Dragon Age с Морриган. То ли Морриган также оставалась, не заходила куда-то. А, как я мог забыть, это не в репликанте было. Скайны, точно.
Hey, Vulcan. I was looking for you.
Типа твой напарник, который не заходит в деревню.
What can I do for you?
Nothing, really. Just... What can you tell me about your new friend, the sorceress?
Her name is Edwin. I know that it might not seem like it, but I'm pretty sure that we can trust her.
You should learn more about her.
That was pretty much my plan, but why are you so curious about her?
Oh, I'm just being careful, cautious.
Запал на нее, признавайся.
Keeping abreast, that's all.
I know little of the ways of elves. Is this their normal way of speaking?
Yeah, well, I'll let you know if I find out anything.
Я такого я не помню. Точнее, квест помню, но насчет того, что нельзя с собой брать, не помню.
How's it going with your new trap?
To be brutally honest, I haven't made much progress.
Got all the materials?
Yes, I have gathered everything you said to get.
Perfect. Now I'll show you how to assemble it. This looks pretty good. Maybe I should build some of these for myself.
I can't wait to try them out.
I'll leave you here.
А это вот и сюжетка. Кстати, огненной волны у меня не было. Это на ловушку не похоже.
Have you decided what you're going to do with me?
I'm working on it.
Meanwhile, I remain a prisoner.
You're free to do what you want as long as you stay in the village or with me. But if you cross the line, I'm the one who'll straighten you out. So, one false move and I blow you up. And that can be painful. Are we clear?
Yes, very clear. And perfect timing as well. It just so happens that I have absolutely no intention of disturbing this delicious village in any way. A place whose tragic end now seems ordained, and over whose corpse the red scribes and freeborn blades will scrabble in the bleeding mud. A spectacle which promises to be unique, and one I wouldn't dream of missing for the world.
Well, enjoy the show. But if I ever need your help, I want to be able to count on it.
Very well. You may consider that we have an arrangement.
I'm going to need your talents. Come with me.
You offer me what? Swordplay, suspicion, and sarcasm? Huh. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Так, типа это... Староста, который трактирчик, что ли? Не, я как раз туда и собирался. Я же вижу стрелочку.
Tell your boys to go and see the blacksmith. He'll repair their armor and weapons now.
Finally, some good news. Great job. That fucking asshole has been refusing to help me if I won't go scouring for his raw materials all over the swamp, as if I was his slave.
Yeah, the nerve of some people, right?
Take this for your trouble.
About those sentry guards. According to the steward, some of the villagers have been acting strange. Do you have any suggestions?
Hey, I'm not a bloody oracle. Bring me some clues.
Понятно.
Okay. I'm going.
Шлем мечника. Все, побочка только с ней осталась, но она связана с сюжетом, как я понял. Просто нужно с ней бегать. Да блин. Если разузнаете побольше о жителях деревни, которые ведут себя странно. Да, и там, и там. Просто смысл побочки в том, что нужно именно с ней разузнать. Шлем. Но внешне мне штурмовика шлем больше нравится. Кстати, как эта фигня работает. Я не могу в деревне применить. Вообще, наверное, полезная вещь по области фигачить. Можно ее даже вкачать будет. после мечника.
I never laid a finger on him, Captain. But if you want my opinion, I think he screwed us over.
So you had to kill him? That was our fucking employer.
Похоже, тоже засланный казачок.
I didn't kill him. It was this woman, Edwin. She killed him.
That's what they told me. That doesn't change the fact that that dish rag of a scribe was our client. And your job was to protect him. If he was trying to fuck us over, it's up to me to deal with that. And for a starter, where did this wee tart that's spilling out of her dress come from?
She was his prisoner, in the swamp. It looks like he was trying to get information out of her, which she obviously didn't give him, considering she's still alive.
All right then. Maybe she can be of use to us. I already spoke with the Aeolas's assistant. Seems he pulled the wool over their eyes as much as he did ours. They're petrified. So they've agreed to honor their contract with us. I need you to get this Edwin woman to talk. I want to know where she's from, who she is, who she works for. All of it. Watch out for the red scribes. You don't want to get fooled twice.
Understood, Captain. I'll check it out.
If you can find Hawk, tell him to get his arse back here. I sent him out on a recon mission and he still hasn't come back.
Do you think something happened to him?
Well, there aren't any decent whorehouses around here, so yes, something may well have happened to him.
I'll find him, sir. I'm leaving.
Так, и чё?
Vulcan, I do love...
You wanted the Freeborn Blades to help the villagers. Is that still happening?
As long as we have to stay here, yes. Why?
Have you heard about these villagers who are acting strange?
Yes, I've had reports about them. The whole thing stinks if you ask me. Take that one over there, for example. The one giving me the fisheye. If we weren't stuck in this place, I'd go over there and put his lights out. I've asked Buffalo to keep an eye on them. If they start getting squaddly, he'll give us a heads up.
I'm leaving.
Во. А, вот это, да, я увидел, кстати, когда я выходил наружу тогда.
Are you okay? I was just, you know, being polite. Don't feel like you have to give me your whole life story.
Hast thou gone mad? His lips moveth not.
I'm just trying to save face. I hate being ignored. What's up? Wow, really? You don't say.
We will learn nothing from this one.
What's up? Wow.
А, я думал, что-то будет сейчас, как в Ведьмаке, когда мы чувака будем. Надо будет как-нибудь Драгонеджи перепройти для себя. Ну, наверное, сделаю это перед тем, как выйдет 4-я часть. Это я, к примеру, аддон к первой части так и не прошел. Вторую всего раз проходил. Потому что она говно.
I came across this enormous creature. It's an absolute monster. You've never seen anything like it. Oh, I'd love to catch
Он
it.
похож
It would make one a hell of a trophy.
на
I'm
этого.
not sure I can take it down alone.
Блин, как его звали-то?
Lend me a hand?
Из Ведьмака.
You know the captain's looking for you?
Fuck the captain. Oh, come on. He can wait. The beastie out there can't.
Телом, по крайней мере.
Itself in the mist at any moment, and we'd never find it.
Который во второй части главный антагонист.
Okay then. Considering how excited you
Лето
are, I'm kinda
точно.
curious to see the thing. Come on, let's go.
Ah, yes. I owe you one. Come on.
Ты не смог с этим справиться? Ну да, окей. Это действительно жесткий. Мне волна не нравится, она слишком медленная. То есть, если бы она моментально работала, был бы смысл в том, чтобы, типа, растолкать всех. А так...
Without your help, I'll get back to my patrol. Tell the captain not to worry about me.
А где лут? Это типа лето в молодости. Ну да, вот ночь наступила, они все реснулись. Понимаю, должны тупо сутки пройти для респа. Это хил? Или это контроль такой? Это, походу, контроль.
Vulcan, I do love our little chats, but shouldn't you be doing something?
Hawk will finish up his recon and head straight back. Don't worry, Captain.
You've been working for me long enough to know one thing. I never worry.
I'm leaving. The captain tells me that you're keeping an eye on the villagers that are acting weird.
Yes. Look at them.
You see that couple? Take a good look at the husband. I've seen livelier zombies. It's like he was dead inside. And they aren't the only ones. There must be at least half a dozen of them. But what bothers me is that if you look closely, you can see they're checking everything out.
But what's their problem?
No idea. They look like they're turning into deadwalkers, but the odd thing is how they're spread out. You see how they're placed? They can check out most of the village from where they are. I'm almost certain they're scouting the place out for someone. Since you seem interested, you should go and talk to them. Look, I've marked out their positions on the map.
See you later.
И чё?
Vulcan, I do love our little chats, but shouldn't you be doing something?
You wanted the Freeborn Blades to help the villagers. Is that still happening?
As long as we have to stay here, yes. Why?
Captain,
Так я не понял.
I'm leaving.
Скрипты, скриптовенькие. Просто книжка показывает куда-то сюда. Мне тупо сутки подождать надо. Блин. Я думал, только мечи в этой игре будут. Ятаган бы я... С ятаганом бы я походил. Ну ладно, уже начал качать. Узнайте побольше о жителях. Он сказал, типа... Это очень странное дерьмо сейчас было. Оно появилось на карте, когда я зашел в дневник.
Hello? You all right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Good day. Are you related to this man?
You might say that. Miliev is my husband. I'm called Nigella.
Well, do you know what's wrong with him? Have you noticed anything strange about him lately?
Well, of course I noticed. He's the one who's a vegetable, not me. Still, I must admit, it's been nice and peaceful.
How long ago did he change?
About 3 days ago. He went out hunting in the swamps. But when he come back empty-handed, he had that far-away look in his eyes.
In what way peaceful? Is he normally an active guy?
Active? You must be joking. But it's the first time in years I don't have to listen to him whinging and complaining all day long. And I don't know which of the gods I have to thank, but he don't snore no more neither.
You mean he sleeps soundly?
Well, he sleeps less, if that's what you mean. I've even caught him sneaking out in the middle of the night, but he always comes back after a few hours.
Do you have any idea where he goes off to?
No, I've got no idea. Not down the tavern, and that's the main thing.
It doesn't bother you at all?
Let's be honest. Considering the sort of women what are still available in the village and what a rubbish lover he is, I doubt he's got a mistress. And he's hardly gonna find any gorgeous sluts wandering around the swamps.
You might be surprised.
You're too kind. I can't decide whether I'm flattered or vaguely insulted.
Don't change a thing, you're perfect.
So true. Thanks for noticing.
Sorry to have bothered you. I'll go.
We now know that our strange patients are going out at night. So, let's find out where they're going.
Сначала нужно всех проверить.
Do you know this woman?
Of course I know her. Her name's Agatha, and she's my wife these past 8 years. Even if the old cow treats me like she doesn't know me.
What happened to her?
Ask her yourself. She don't talk to me no more.
Повязка Наруто, что ли, не пойму.
We had our ups and downs, but still.
А, это блик такой.
How long has she been like this?
It come over her like a dose of the shits a couple of days ago. See, she goes off with Jervis and the others to go and collect berries in the swamp.
Ща подойду.
Not one of them will talk to me.
Where exactly did they go?
What? How the fuck should I know? You'll pardon me, but gathering berries is women's work. But at any rate, they never go far, otherwise they never come back at all.
So, she didn't go alone. Jervis is one of Mason's men, isn't he?
Yeah, that's him. There were 5 or 6 of them. Why don't you go and ask Jervis? He should be over by the barracks. He'll have a better chance. He'll talk to you if you don't mention me.
Is there anything else strange about her, apart from the not talking?
Well, she ain't much between the thighs, if that's what you mean. She don't say or do nothing. Just sort of lets me get on with it. She don't even pretend to notice what we're doing.
Men. Give them a piece of meat, and they're just a couple of minutes away from satisfaction and sleep.
I was only trying to give her a nice moment to patch things up between us, sort of.
That's not really what I was asking about, to be honest.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. There might be something else. I woke up this night, and she weren't there. I must have dozed a half hour before I gone back to sleep, but she never come back. I never saw her again until sunrise.
And I imagine you have no idea where she could have gone?
None. She wouldn't say nothing to me, like usual. I hope that bitch ain't off seeing another man.
That's all I need.
I can't imagine why she would want to do that. You seem like the perfect husband.
I will leave you now.
I think we'd better go back and talk to that drunken sot who pretends to be chief of the guard. We need to find out where that expedition is going.
Извини, мадам, но стрелочка мне не показывают туда, поэтому мы это сделаем позже. Или ты про это у пьяницы говорила?
Look at this. My favorite fucking troublemaker.
About those villagers who've been acting weird. I found out that they disappeared during the night.
And is that it? I imagine you'll have to follow them to find out what they do with their evenings and where they spend them.
Your man Jervis. He seems even more out of it than the rest of your troops.
Oh, him? Yeah. Last couple of days he's gone completely stupid. Shit. He's got it too. He's gonna go all gaga like those other weirdos.
The fact that he led all the other weirdos on an expedition didn't surprise you any? Where'd they go?
Well, now you mention it, yeah, obviously. It makes sense. They went off toward the southeast, if I remember right.
Worthless wine sop.
Right. I'll check it out. Do you have any suggestions?
We have to find out what the fuck they get up to at night. With a bit of luck, we'll understand what's going on in the southeast.
It'd be better if we start this evening. Wait till night falls.
Hey, you don't doze off. It's time to go out for a stroll. I have to stay here and guard this sector.
No surprises there.
Вот почему нельзя было его сделать вот так в диалоге, скип времени, в моде возвращения готики. О, понятно. Целуй. Сейчас еще потом обвинят, что я всех людей перерезал. И казнят, выгонят из деревни. Мне кажется, как кузнецу вообще по барабану на все.
This whole business stinks. If we can't tell the difference between one of these creatures and the villagers, we're totally fucked. It seemed like they were coming back from the southeast swamps. Maybe something down there is causing all this shit.
Whatever power be the origin of these possessions, it be ours.
I'll check it out.
Не, все нормально. Ну просто если бы Мейсон бы не пришел и типа никто не видел, как я их убивал, что они не люди. Ну нормально, Мейсон все видел.
We go east then. I'm not happy about any of this. More and more, I am sensing the Ice Lords behind all of this. You should speak about.
А персонаж в зависимости от этого будет как-то меняться? Не, неважно, будем обычного отыгрывать. Нет еще ни одной игры, где я с выбором играл за злодея сразу. При первом прохождении. Вот если бы это влияло на... Можно ли будет романсить вот эту нашу напарницу, тогда я подумал. Так, 1 очко у меня. Ну, давайте ДХП докопим. А там во все подряд будем уже кидать. Так, здесь вот это. Урон способности прервать действие, сопротивление прерыванию все процессы, то, что здесь на союзников. Здоровья. Ну да, это тоже имеет смысл брать. И оно не завязано ни на чем, то есть оно просто берется. То есть это сразу это качаем, это подождет. То есть если бы я играл за мужика, с ней был бы романс. Как пол сменить? Я буду делать выбор не в зависимости от того, злодеем стать или добряком, а в зависимости от того, что там на выбор будет. Ладно, на ютубе посмотрю тогда, потом. Подожди-ка, это новая лока, что ли? Так, у меня очки, кстати, есть. Так, что у меня лишнее? Значит, будем эльфа романсить. Или еще какой-нибудь новый герой потом дадут, может быть. Не увернулся. Даже так? Сколько же она требует? Тогда придется все-таки ману качать. Да, это новая лока. Ну, либо я невнимательно изучал. Либо не всю. А, очень долго. О, он бафует и союзников. Замечательно. Не, ну я обязан сходить в ту сторону, посмотреть, что там. Короче, пока не будем бафаться кличом, пока маны мало. Огонь будет полезнее в любом случае. Угомонись, я уже закончил с ними. По ноже штурмовика. А будет пушка штурмовика? Я бы не отказался. Они, кстати, похуже будут по защите процентов. Но они от магии защищают зато. А, да, лучше не надо, что-то я про это не подумал. Обойдусь тогда. Ну, очевидно, мы идем через верх, потому что там самый длинный путь, соответственно, там может больше быть шмоток и врагов. Мориган, ты где? Мне тут насилуют немножко. Куда они делись все? А, типа утро наступило, они убежали. А, вот они. Короче, после прокачки персонажа интересная боевая система превратилась тупо в спам. Я уже даже не помню, как блок пробивать. Тут это контроль, видимо, да, над башкой у него. Делайте правильный выбор. Решения, которые вы применяете по ходу игры, повлияют на следующие события, особенно те, которые связаны с вашим нежданным гостем. Я жду просто более хорошую броню.
Captain?
There is none that thou knowest in this cavern, rest assured of that. The being that lives here wishes to take over this body.
Huh? You mean my body?
A pity that thou art not as combative with it. It is consuming thy mind even now, and yet thou dost offer no resistance. If thou dost allow it to continue, thou wilt be erased, replaced, and that is not in my best interest either.
Now that's ironic. Isn't that what you're doing to me?
An insulting comparison. This parasite is nothing. It is insignificant. I can protect us, if thou dost allow it. Thou shouldst give me more space, more liberty. Open thy mind instead of keeping me prisoner.
Yeah, we'll see. You're asking me to let you come in and mark out your territory. But at what price?
Thou wilt gain access to a greater part of me. To my knowledge. To my power. All that thou risketh is to gain in knowledge and power. And that can do thee no harm. We shall only be stronger, both of us.
Well, let's see. Everything is rosy and without a care.
I imagine that thou wouldst undergo a slight physical transformation. Thy body was not conceived to contain a power such as mine. It will consume thee if thou refusest to evolve.
There we go. Admit it. You feel better.
Whatever thou risketh in trusting me is insignificant in comparison with what awaits us if thou dost stay and do nothing. If thou dost refuse to evolve, we will both soon be lost, and this world will follow.
Она сказала, что если... Короче, если я выберу... Поищем другое решение, я так понимаю. То я не стану сильнее и, типа... Я про уничтожение мира не понял, что оно будет, при каком варианте. Я не хочу, чтобы меня все уродом считали, поэтому я другое решение поищу.
Let's get out of this hole and try to think of something else. Edwin or the Red Scribes will surely find another solution.
Thou doth flee. We have no confidence in these people. We both know this. Just as we both know that thou wilt never pierce the secret of this cave without me.
Maybe not without you, but definitely not like this. Whether the scribes are worthy of trust or not is really not the question. Everybody feels like it's in their interest for us to succeed.
Everyone has a different view of what the meaning of success is.
I just want to get shit-faced and never have to hear your voice again.
Judging by your vacant look, I assume you've had an exchange with the demon.
She offered to protect me against the magic that haunts this cave, on the condition that I let her have more space in my mind.
And? Did it not work?
I refused. I'd rather explore some other solutions before I risk losing my mind, thank you very much.
It's ridiculous. You have the potential to become the most powerful being in Vertial, and you refuse that opportunity because you're afraid of not being able to control it? Time is short. The thing in that cave grows ever more powerful with the passing of each hour.
Это как с бухлом. Ты можешь набухаться и будет тебе все по плечу, но это будешь уже не ты. Привет, Лак. Как тебе Left Alive, или как она там называется? Да, я Left Alive правильно вроде назвал. Не жалеешь, что купил? Но это не просто говорят, это так и есть. Просто говорят, что она полная ссанина. Сам не играл. Ибо русского языка нет. Ну, понятно. Мне вообще было неожиданностью то, что эту игру, оказывается, давно делают, и некоторые люди за ней следили даже. Я не устал только, когда трейлер вышел. Релизный. Ну, потому что я не фанат Фронт Мишена, мне, в принципе, роботы не нравятся. Ну и да, я был неправ, игра больше похожа на Metal Gear, чем на Deus Ex. Ну, я сомневаюсь, что она хорошо продастся, поэтому вряд ли они ее когда-нибудь доделают. Это реально похоже на второго Ведьмака. У нас есть маленькая деревенька с кучей квестов и болото, где мы бегаем, их выполняем. И так вот двери ходим, открываем. Ладно. Кстати, это дороже почему-то стоит. Ладно. Яд мне не нужен, сопротивление, а магия, скорее всего, пригодится. Да.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
There's a cave I can't enter. Something inside tries to devour my mind. You wouldn't have anything I can use for protection, would you?
Funny you're asking. Turns out I started working on a potion to help you fight the presence of the demon in your mind. But its effects should also help you against an external intrusion.
I need it right away. The safety of the village depends on it.
I made 2 doses. Here, take them. If someone is with you, it can be used to protect them too.
Thank you.
Прикольно, что здесь сюжетно объяснено, каким образом будет демон подавляться. То есть не как в том же Fable, как это чисто визуально, в зависимости от твоих действий. А то, что вот именно одно действие тебе объясняет, почему начнешь превращаться в демона, и другим действием объясняет, почему наоборот. Это прикольно. Опять я забыл про напарницу. Господи. Спасибо, боец.
Напомним о существовании полоса.
I'm going to need your talents. Come with me.
You offer me what?
Привет,
Sword
Юрий.
play, suspicion and sarcasm? Huh. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Опять я не в ту дверь вошел, ну ладно. Чисто быстрее было бы, наверное. Хотя фиг знает. А, ну я вот тут бы вышел, да, то же самое выходит. Я тоже на PS1 пробовал, ну, самую первую, и вообще не понравилось. Типа, я люблю пошаговую тактику, но роботы неинтересно. Да просто дело не в том, что это громко и внезапно. Ну, внезапно тоже, но просто их давно не было, поэтому... Лежу сейчас на расслабоне, развалившись в кресле, и тут как в ухо заорет. Так, я надеюсь... А, зелень, наверное, самому надо было пить, да? А, так я еще не дошел. Так, ну теперь там две полоски появилось. В смысле, стрелочки. Я помню, Сакуру Варс играл на ПК. Очень нравилась игра, но опять же дропнул из-за того, что роботы. На всякий пожарный.
This is the place. Now's the time to find out if this potion is going to work.
This is... This brew is worse than those sold by common charlatans. I wouldn't count on it doing much.
Подожди-ка, а как бы объяснила то, что она не пострадала бы, если бы мы не с зельем пошли, раз она сейчас его выпила? Я свою силу бы вогнал бы как-то. И она просто пары чуяла, когда я пил. А не сама пила. Секач. Ту-ту-ту-ту-ту-ту-ту. И... Непонятно. Ну, пойдем сюда. А, ну, видимо, через вон тот низ бы я вышел, если бы там пошел. То есть я правильную дверь выбрал, чтобы все изучить. Так, видимо, как-то с той стороны. Прекращай эту фигню делать. Из боя выйти надо, походу. И, возможно, спрыгнуть получится. Да, контроль, конечно, имба. Жиробас, который взрывается ядом. Что-то мне этот Darksiders напоминает. Так, как тут сундук взять тогда? Что за фигня? Что за издевательство? Этот толстяк взрывается. А, да, точно взрывается после смерти. Я вспомнил. Пожалуйста, не умирай. Спасибо. А что это блестело? Я думал, это сокровище. Да ладно, ну как тут говно взять? Короче, там по-любому меч 1000 истин. Поэтому я специально не буду его брать, я на самом деле знаю как. Просто не хочу, чтобы игра стала еще проще. Ну да. О. Так, что там качать хотел? До мастера далеко. Зельями я не пользуюсь. В этом нет смысла. А, ну так, его это не то вообще. То есть это чисто на огонь. Баф к этому не относится. То есть навыки вообще не нужны. Тогда нужно ману тупо брать. Максимальный уровень маны на 10. Хотя это особо тоже ничего не даст. Даже если на 20 возьму, ну хоть что-то. Что здесь что-то на ману есть. Да. Ну ладно. В принципе, 130 маны на боевой клич и на один баф, я думаю, вполне хватит. Так, все. Здесь что? Да, потом вот это качаем. Чувак из Бладборна. Да, пока не хватает на 2 баба. Можно зелье использовать. Мне их мало. Ты нашла время разговаривать. Пришлан, пока нормальной маны не будет, и зелий много, я не буду пользоваться кличем. Выгоднее баф использовать тупо. По много. Очень сложный босс был. Пришлось баночку заюзать. Плюс секс. А нет. Зима близко. Нет, не за мужика. Ты что, не слышишь ее охи-ахи, что ли?
Well, your Ice Lords have never messed with a Powder Master now, have they?
If you listen to the rabble who actually live in the swamps, we should head back to the village now. If he was right, and a general is directing the attack, only your power could stop them.
Так, ну давай улучшим. Ресурсов насобирал. Не так уж и много на самом деле. Даже не на все хватает. Так, 10% защиты. Во! Во-во-во. Так, что там нужно? Порченные кости. Насколько я помню, очень редкий ресурс. А, нормально, мне много ресурсов. Здесь есть защита, это тоже много. Даже не знаю. Ладно, возьмем ману. Защиту, думаю, возьмем. Здоровье. Урон ядом. Враги слишком быстро отъезжают. На боссах полезно, конечно. Поджигание. Вот это можно взять. Да, берем перья Феникса. Порченные самоцветы, порченная сталь. Где порченных стали? Как все сложно. Может, не хватит, походу, да? Так, ладно, металл. Из чего делается? Отлично. Да, система крафта здесь, конечно, жесткая. Нужно 3 стали. То есть где-то так. Так, я уже запутался, погоди. То есть, получается... нет, здесь основное оружие в скобках было. Здесь я нормально качал. Блин, кучу ресурсов зря потратил. Ладно, что-то еще полезное есть. Блин, тут говно одно. Что значит защитные огни вообще? Вообще, это, кстати, неплохая вещь. Ладно. Еще 100 раз новую броню найдем. Если что, ресурсы потратим за... Так, у меня, кстати, уже перевес. Давай мулов качаем. Денег маловато, меня очень меня смущает. Сталь нужна. Конечно. Ладно, так пока оставим. Это я понял. Поэтому говорю, хорошая вещь, но потом.
I know this place. The village is not far away. To the right.
А, то есть я мог тут залезть в прошлый раз. О, новые враги в этом месте. Вообще ожидаемо, что деревню сожгут. Первую. Ну, посмотрим, может, не до конца сожгут. Может быть. Добьем сейчас. Зря же я кузнеца искал. Фига, уже 2 часа прошло, капец, время летит.
Where were you? We were up to our necks in it. They're everywhere. We're holding this gate, but I think the others have been overrun.
Do you know where the captain is?
He headed for the center of the village. Sounded like it wasn't going well over there. You should go and help him.
А что за побочка? О, против призраков огонь хорош. Что опять же логично. Хотя против мертвяков логично. Видимо, побочка заключается спасти этого чухана. Не обязательно. А, это оборона деревни, побочка, типа. И чё? Поговори со мной. А, ну просто исчезла, я понял. О, я вот этого в трейлере помню. А, еще в начале его показывали, точно.
The puppet he confronts is not like the others.
It's more likely to be the puppet master. He looks like a Deadwalker general. He's probably leading the assault on Valvanor.
All of this power he animates with, it belongs to me. It was stolen and twisted by your miserable magicians. It is time to take back what is mine by right.
If you're planning to take care of him like all the others, sounds good to me. Prince Arundel won't last long facing that kind of monster.
He is using more power than thou wilt allow me to deploy.
I can take care of myself. And here's my plan. I'm gonna come at him with everything I've got. Killing their general is gonna screw up our enemies big time. Let's go do it.
Сейчас окно открою, что-то жарко стало. Кстати, боец говорил, что игра часов на 10. То есть я пол игры, получается, прошел. А вот почему против холода советовал. Я подожду, пока ХП исполнится. А вы там деритесь. Да, молодец. Сейчас бы холодом бить чувака из холода стоящего. Так и надо. Ой. Здесь 15. Сейчас босса убью и будем смотреть.
The puppet he confronts is not like the others.
It's more likely to be the puppet master. He looks like a Deadwalker general. He's probably leading the assault on Valvanor.
Ну, я так понимаю, это конец первый.
It was stolen and twisted by your miserable magicians. It is time to take back what is mine by right.
If you're planning to take care of him like all the others, sounds good to me. Prince Arundel won't last long facing that kind of monster.
Тю-тю.
He is using more power than thou wilt allow me to deploy.
I can take care of myself. And here's my plan. I'm gonna come at him with everything I've got. Killing their general is gonna screw up our enemies big time. Let's go do it.
этот раз еще хуже получилось. Походу придется зелье все-таки использовать. Капец он сносит, конечно. И удары у него какие-то. Фиг предугадаешь. Сам такой.
I know not what thy father did to him, but he seems to want to take revenge personally.
Да капец хитбокс, что с тобой не так?
On the move.
Ты что делаешь, дура? Капец, он резко бьет. Конечно, понятно, когда он просто набафанный холодом, не подходить к нему и все.
That was one tough, undead son of a bitch. But it won't be commanding anyone now. Without their general, the dead walkers should leave us alone for a while. But they'll reorganize, so we can't stay here.
You're right, mercenary. Let's use the time to leave. It's now or never if we're going to get to Karalthas. My father and the armies of the Free Nations should be there. If we hurry, we may be able to participate in the mother of all battles and finally push back the Ice Lords.
If thou dost throw thyself in this battle, the only thing that thou wouldst find is thy death, and the only chance thou hast for saving this world will disappear with thee. Their armies will not win. He knows this, but that is not what motivates him. He is seeking his father's approval. He wants to buy the crown by delivering us to his king. He believes we are at his command. But he is mistaken. I only serve and live for the World Heart. Thy elven city is closer, I can feel it. Forget these suicidal battles. If thou join with them, thy so-called friends will end up turning against thee out of fear or envy.
Edwin seems fascinated by you, and I am the only one who has supported her. She has no reason to oppose me.
The alliance of pariahs. Do not say that thou dost really believe that. Especially about that sorceress. She will do anything for a bit of power, and thou wouldst cling to her yet? Thou hast no more choice. Thou must hasten to the World Heart and purify it. It is thine only chance. Do combat there, and if thou art not slain, at least one of thy companions, if not all of them, will betray thee to try and control or study the power I bring thee.
Vulcan? Vulcan? You were far away. Is it the demon? He was talking to you, wasn't he?
Yeah, not that he has much to say.
You have to make a decision soon. Will you join us in the battle at Karalthas?
I don't know yet.
I understand. It's been a long day. I'll let you think it over for a while. Let me know when you've made a decision.
А это распространяется только на пинок, да? То есть нет смысла тогда брать. Да, вот это, кстати, полезная вещь. Да. Здесь пока нечего брать. Ну, разве что алхимика или целителя. Надо еще зелье наварить. Пока не знаю, как это делать. Присарандил или Димон? Какой ваш выбор? В смысле? В чем выбор-то? В смысле крестик? Я же защитил, я... Ну это уже бред какой-то. И значок пропал. То есть мне нужно было по... Не в ту дверь зашел, что ли? Потрясающе. Конечно, буду.
There you are at last. So, have you made your decision?
I will fight with you at Carolthas. Your army may be our only chance of victory.
Idiot. Thou hast sentenced thyself to death.
Это опыт дополнительный. Так, а что, типа, в зависимости от выбора будут разные локации, что ли? Как в Ведьмаке? Реально Ведьмак 2, даже в этом плане. Если бы я вот так вот голышом бы, как демон, бегал бы при выборе, я бы согласился бы за злодея играть. Так во втором Ведьмаке тоже лока одна, события разные. Ну, как одна деревня, там только разные. Но лока-то все равно одна.
Faced with his power, 1,000 soldiers more or less would make no difference. We draw close to the domain of one of these necromancers. Faced with his power, 1,000 soldiers more or less would make no difference. The power to slay this vermin lies within us. But it cannot be used from such a weak vessel, nor can it even be protected from those who covet it.
I am more and more powerful.
Там локация одна и та же, ты просто с разных сторон этой локации начинаешь. С разных враждующих, так скажем. С названием Локи все одно и то же. Ты в одном и той же территории находишься.
Thou wouldst already possess the power to destroy this sorcerer and his like, if thou hadst but allowed the evolution of this useless body. Look upon thyself, thou art duped.
Vulcan, have you seen something?
They use thee.
Надо было раньше про это говорить. Сейчас уже поздно.
You coming, Vulcan? Your captain will be wondering where we are.
Huh? Yeah, of course. Let's go.
Это уже поприятнее лого выглядит. Зимний уровень всегда лучше, чем болото.
Seeing how cold it is, it will come as no surprise to you to learn that the dead walkers have already been here. They are still close.
We must rejoin my father's army as swiftly as we may.
I think we already found them. Take a look around us.
There are survivors. Apparently they are camped not far from here. This soldier will lead us to them.
Prince Arundel, my lord, can it be you?
Это не важно. Это в любом случае выглядело бы красиво.
Soldier, what happened here? Is the king with you?
чем броня штурмовика.
The cold and the ice. We stood no chance. Almost all of the city has been invaded by the ice. My father, where is the king? I know not, Your Highness. But a few of us were able to escape. Lord Commander Valen has built a camp close by the city. Valen is here. Take us to his camp. By your leave. Follow me, my lord.
My prince, we had lost all hope of seeing you return safe. We have no word from Bastion.
Bastion is lost, Valen. We came into this war too late. The General of the Alliance gave his life that I should escape with Relmar.
The deserter. What business did he have at Bastion?
The deserter was fighting, while you and your wondrous army waited, warm and safe, sat upon their asses. I hope the result is pleasing to you, Valen.
Silence, both of you. Relmar saved my life, Valen. For now, you will consider him pardoned.
By your will, my lord. And I see that you are escorted by the freeborn blades.
In truth, they are escorting the Red Scribes, but their presence is our good fortune. They have already once put the dead walkers to rout in the marshes. This woman slew one of their generals before my very eyes. I will tell you more of this later. Now I must speak with my father. Where is he?
No one knows, my prince. The king was still in the royal palace when the river Estelduin fell upon the city.
The river? What happened?
'Twas like a great wave that froze all that it touched. We had seen the approach of the Deadwalkers' vanguard 4 days before, and we had raised Kariltas's defenses in preparation. Not even the sight of 10 juggernauts would have feared us, but we never dreamt that an Ice Lord would come to lead the assault himself. He walked calmly to within an arrow's flight of the gates, never once speaking. And then, the river rose up from its bed to form a gigantic cloud that hung up over Kariltas. We understood our peril too late. Near all of our soldiers stood atop the ramparts or in the streets when the ice cloud fell. All were frozen where they stood. That was his signal to launch their assault, but we were already vanquished. We fought to cover our retreat.
We must find the king!
I know, my prince, but every entry to the city is guarded, and we cannot risk being discovered.
It is clear we will not travel 200 paces if we do not first slay the sentinels close to the encampment. Only then will we be able to attempt to enter the city and save your father.
I'll go find your king for you.
Vulcan, did you hear me ask for volunteers? Our mission is over. The Red Scribes have screwed up from start to end. But they're in the hands of the Elven army now.
Cap, since we're here, we may as well make ourselves useful, huh? We've got to get inside those walls if we want to know what happened to Wolf and the other blades we left here.
Ah, Vulcan. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into.
That is why I shall go with her. I grew up in this city. We shall help one another.
My prince, you know well it is my duty to object to you taking such a risk.
And you also know that your objections will change nothing. No man here knows the palace better than I. If my father is within, I will find him.
By your word, sire. But I fear most what other things you may find. I can but put my trust in your newfound champion to watch over your highness.
Don't forget, you'll have to deal with those sentinels before you try anything else, Vulcan. Meanwhile, the lads will set up
Хорош
camp
болтать,
near
я
the
готов,
south
давай
gate.
уже.
Understood, Captain.
Я прям сейчас гляну. Ну, что-то такое себе. Я ожидал большего. Просто плечо горит и рога. Я нашел скриншот, женский вариант. Похоже на этого. Из «Принца Персии» 2 трона. А мужик похож на этого рогатого из Dragon Age 2. Артов, кстати, очень мало. Ну, в принципе, скриншотов мало. Женской версии. Не, короче, это... Мне вообще не нравится. Не хочу персонажа уродовать. Так бы я переиграл, конечно, тут сейф недалеко был, по сути. Там пещеру зачистить и босса убить. Поэтому продолжим так.
Mercenary, can you give me a hand again? You've been invaluable up to now. There was a library in the city. Could you take a look to see if there are any books left on the object you brought
Давайте
back
модер,
for me from the temple?
скинь в чат этого мужика своего.
I can't go looking through all the books on the shelf on the off chance I get lucky and find the exact info you need.
Не знаю, через Яндекс, где там скриншоты заливаются.
Well, let me see. Going into the city isn't really something you do for your health, you know. I can't take the risk. We have to find another solution.
Изучите артефакт. Не хочу я в ваш артефакт играть.
So, did you find a book in what we found?
No, there are way too many books to go through, and enemies everywhere. I need some kind of reference or clue as to where to look.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
Can I have a look at your stock?
$40. Как зелье делать, надо разобраться. А, ну так же, как и ресурсы. Ничего сложного.
Mercenary.
Привет, Брайан. Ладно. Давайте на этом закончим. Завтра, наверное, с обеда продолжим. Часа в 2. Что доступно? А, еще ищейки ограничены. А кому эта игра не интересна, то в воскресенье, наверное, героев еще поиграем. Спасибо всем за просмотр. Пока-пока.